You're watching live weigh-in coverage of the Guaranteed Rate Bassmaster Elite at Lake Chickamauga from Dayton, Tennessee.
The fourth championship Sunday of 2022. This is the Guaranteed Rate Bassmaster Elite at Chickamauga Lake, an incredible body of water. And finally, Tennessee has brought the sunshine out, ladies and gentlemen. Finally, I'm starting to see people's arms. The fashion sense the last 3 days has basically just been wear all the clothes that you have. But it's good to see people enjoying the sunshine. We're going to crown a champion here in a few minutes. A lot on the line here, $100,000. We've got whittled our field down to the top 10 competing. We started with 94, cut it down to 47, and now only 10 remain. In a few short minutes, we'll crown our fourth Elite Series champion of the season right here on this stage. And I need you guys to go absolutely crazy when we do that. Can you guys do that for me? You guys know how it works. You've seen these tournaments before. When I spin this towel, I need you to get really, really loud. We got cameras all around here. You can watch the action. Every single Elite Series event, you can watch it on FS1, Saturday and Sunday mornings. I need 30 seconds of absolute insanity. Who wants to be on TV? All right, on the count of three, I need you to get real loud. 1, 2, 3. Why do we play music? I think you can do better than that. 1, 2, 3. Are you guys ready to meet our tournament director? Going to weigh all the fish. I need you to get real, real loud. Let me hear it for LT, Lisa Talmadge. Lisa, we got a good crowd here. They're excited to see our champion, and I'm excited to see who it works out to be. And a great slow down. We're going to go. Need to go to the bathroom or something? We just started. If you're telling to speed up now, you are going to get so frustrated with this weigh-in, my friend. It's hot out here, is it? Well, we're just thawing out because we've been here all week. But Lisa, they evidently want us to go here, or somebody needs to make that man go, one or the other. I didn't know they were serving alcohol here, but evidently in that section they are. Lisa, how excited are you about this weigh-in?
I'm very excited. Thank you guys so much for coming out. Anyway, thank you so much for coming out. Thanks, Ray County, City of Dayton, Fish Dayton. Thanks to our hosts. We couldn't do this without great support from great hosts. Thanks to John Bamber. Thanks to the parking attendants. And thank you guys for coming out. The anglers appreciate it. We appreciate it. Also, I want to thank the staff. I know the camera guys had to endure that cold weather, so thank you guys. And also, thanks to all the volunteers, because we can't make this happen without volunteers. Thank you so much.
Thank you all. I'll let you set up the scales there. We've got a bunch of anglers ready to weigh in, and while we set up the scales, I'll ask you, Tennessee, one more time. Fish Dayton, you do a great job, our host this week. Let's hear it for Fish Dayton, ladies and gentlemen. This whole community comes together, makes this event what it is. All of these incredible sponsors, the best way to thank them is to swing by their booths at some point here today before you leave and thank them for bringing the Bassmaster Elite Series right back here to Dayton, Tennessee. I will ask you one more time, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, are you ready? No. This is Championship Sunday. You got to do better than that. Are you ready? Let's get ready to win! Our very first angler, a 3-time U.S. Open champion, a 7-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier from Payson, Arizona. Get loud for the Golden Ram, Clifford Pirch. We want you to jump. No, we'll get you there. Don't worry. Hurry up, because there's a guy in the crowd that is going to get ridiculously angry if we don't speed this up. He's already disgruntled. Let's hear it for Clifford Pirch. 48 pounds and 13 ounces to start the day. Looking for 9 pounds, 5 ounces to take the lead. 3 fish here today. Needs 9 pounds, 5 ounces to load our Yeti hot seat. 9 pounds, 3 ounces. He moves into second place. Let's hear it for him, ladies and gentlemen. A little short of the overall lead, but we're going to weigh this for Phoenix Boats Big Bass. Guaranteed to take that over because you're the first one to weigh in here today. 5 pounds, 4 ounces. A new Phoenix Boats Big Bass leader. Not going to load our Yeti hot seat, but man, a great tournament. And really, when you look at the field, so many favorites coming into this event. Got eliminated already to make the top 10 in one of the toughest events as far as what you would have imagined it to be before we got here.
Yeah, I was really excited to come here, and Chickamauga's been really good to me in the past, and I actually won a tournament here in April before, so, I really was excited about it. But my practice, I caught 1 keeper the first day, 1 the second day, and 2 the third day, so pretty rough practice. I ended up just sight fishing. Fortunately, we got a little warm-up, sight fished the first day, and I was a little light, that hurt me a little bit in the long run, but the second day crushed them, and it was just a lot of fun. I did some drop shotting and throwing a big glide bait, and really had a lot of fun with the glide bait. I didn't get bit on it in practice, but it really produced for me. And then threw a jig a little bit, but it was mainly the glide bait and the little drop shot worm. It's a brand new worm we got with the big bite guys. It's called it's made out of a new soft plastic they have called Sensation. So we needed something to go up north with those smallmouth that smelled really bad, and it turns out the largemouth really like it too. So just a little pink drop shot worm, 4.5-inch finesse worm on, and maybe 4 to 8 feet, 4 to 10 feet, and it was so tough that you just kind of killed that thing in those around some trash, some blowdowns or some sunken brush, whatever it was, and got a lot of bites with it. But today it was hard to get keepers. I didn't get but 3 keepers, but it was a fun day. It's a real blessing to get in the top 10. I've had a great season, and I had a really exciting thing happen this morning, but it almost was a lot more exciting. I had a fish follow that glide bait in, and it chased it around my boat in a figure 8 for like 30 seconds or a minute, and it was just nipping at the back of it. And obviously that one would have made a big difference for me, but it was a crazy thing. Would have been a really neat fish catch. But it actually followed me, so if you get those followers, keep something moving in the water, and sometimes they might commit to it. So that was an exciting thing. Again, thanks to Suzuki, Phoenix Rods, all my sponsors, and I'm super thankful for all my friends and family at home that are watching, and all you folks that came out. Really appreciate all of you. It's been a great week. I'm excited. I'm going to have a long drive home, but it's going to be a good drive.
A great tournament for you. Before you leave the stage, I do want to ask you, you said you caught a bunch of fish on that big glide bait, and that is a bait that really played out for a lot of anglers in this tournament. Why was that such an important bait in this tournament?
Well, I think just the nature of the really big fish here. You'd catch a lot of fish, but it selects for a bigger bite. And, it also gives you the chance to catch one of those giant ones. There's a lot of big gizzard shad in here. I was using a big gizzard HPH shad, and it's different than your little 2-inch crankbait, your 2-inch jig, your 3-inch jerk. All the little small baits. It's a big profile, and it looks really good when we had some wind and some clouds and rain, and it seemed like that was the best conditions. I was hoping today there would be more fish coming up because it was warming up. But the cold really kind of hurt them. That post-frontal bluebird day, it got more comfortable mid-afternoon for us, but the fish didn't like it. So they were following, and the rougher weather seemed to be the deal on it. But it's a really fun bite. I mean, they'll try to jerk it out of your hand when you got a big one, take it. But there's a lot of followers on days like this where it just makes it painful.
Great tournament. Whatever way you look at it, let's hear it for them, ladies and gentlemen. 1 down, 9 more to go. Still trying to load our Yeti hot seat. Let's roll through our next angler. on an incredible run this year, making his third Bassmaster Top 10 of the season. 14 Bassmaster Top 10s in his career. He's a former FLW Tour champion, a former FLW Tour Rookie of the Year, a former Elite Series Rookie of the Year, and an Elite Series champion, a 5-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier. From Georgia, get loud for Drew Benton. 49 pounds and 5 ounces. Needs 8:13 to take the lead. Unfortunately, one fish today, 2 pounds, 9 ounces. Gives you 51 pounds and 14 ounces. And about the only people who had a tougher day than you today seems to be our boat drivers here at weigh-in on day 4, whatever day it is. You are here on your honeymoon. You got married just in between the last 2 events. Is this really your honeymoon, or is there elsewhere you're headed?
No, I mean, this is it. I mean, where else do you want to be other than Lake Chickamauga in April?
It is spawning season.
No comment there, Dave.
Tell me about your tournament this week.
Man, it was a grinder of a week. You know, just like Clifford, I had 1 bite the first day of practice, 2 the second day, and I had a few the nasty day of practice. It gave me a little bit of confidence. All I did was flip a big bite fighting frog all week. I felt like there was fish spawning that I couldn't see, and I had to slow way down, which is tough for a guy like me because I love to burn the bank and fish moving baits, Bagley crankbaits, and things like that. And I just slowed way down and caught 18 pounds both the first 2 days. Yesterday, I felt like it was going away from me. I only had like 12 pounds and only had 6 keepers, so I went out there today throwing a big glide bait and a big swim bait, and just like Clifford, I had some great big ones follow me that just wouldn't commit, and about noon, I had nothing in the box, so I went back up the river, went flipping again, and had 3 bites and boated 1 of them. So that's just the way it went. I needed about a 20-pound bag, and I didn't think I could do it that way, so that's the reason why I put those big baits on the deck and just went, gambling today. And anytime you make one of these 10 cuts, these are the only opportunities we have to win. And if I would have went back with what I did the first 3 days, I would have been abandoning that chance to win. So that's the reason why I took the gamble. And one of these days it'll pay off. It just wasn't this week.
Great tournament, whatever you look at it. You had a great You're having a great season. Your 3rd cut. Got to be looking forward to the rest of the year. And you're in the mix for a Progressive Bassmaster Angler of the Year race.
Yeah, actually, our whole house is fishing good. I think we're all like 4th, 5th, and 6th in AOI, which is pretty cool. So maybe we're just feeding off each other's momentum and energy, so maybe we can just carry it on throughout the rest of the year.
Well, congratulations on your honeymoon, and congratulations on a great event. Still trying to load our Yeti hot seat. Let's roll through our next angler. Comes from a long, long way away. Originally from Toowoomba, Australia. Now by way of the great state of Tennessee. Lives in this part of the world because of this incredible body of water. Fishing his 99th Bassmaster event. 8 Bassmaster Top 10s. This will make it 9. He's a former Elite Series champion. The only Australian to ever win a Bassmaster Elite Series event. Fear my heart, Carl Jocumsen. Carl Jocumsen had 51 pounds and 3 ounces. He's got a limit of fish, our first limit of fish here today. Needs 6 pounds, 15 ounces to load our Yeti hot seat. 5 all alive. 12 pounds and an ounce with 63 pounds, 4 ounces. Carl Jocumsen moves into first place currently. Hold 'em high and get loud, Tennessee. Carl didn't have to travel far for this one, obviously. Well, depends on when you started the travel. Originally, it was a long trip, but today, not so far. You live right in this area, and man, you have lived and died. A big risk, big reward with that big glide bait, and an incredible tournament. But at the same time, you've had so many highs, but frustrating days here this week, too.
Yeah, no, I've looking at it now, I had the fish on to win this tournament, no doubt, and really like blow it away. But that's how fishing goes, and that was the way I was fishing. I threw a glide bait. I threw the Storm Arashi glide and the Molex 178 almost the whole time, and just had a phenomenal first day. Everything set up perfect. I've been dreaming ever since I've got into the big baits and started to really understand them. I started introducing them into my tournaments, and they've just helped me make so many top 12s and get back in the hunt and almost win. I've led events before, and then everything lined up for here. I've absolutely loved this lake. My PB is 10-10 on a glide bait in this lake. Part of the reason why we moved here, when I caught that fish, I'm like, this is where we're moving. And then it set up for this Chickamauga event, and I was like, this is the one. The fish just stayed back. It got just enough warmth, and that first day, it was one of those days where just everything goes right. I was pitching a glide bait around where people wouldn't throw a jig in really thick stuff, and a 7-pounder came out, ate it right in the thickest stuff, and I winched her out, boat flipped her, and then I had several chase me out. I figure eighted them. They ate it off the rod tip, and I boat flipped them, had almost 25 pounds. And then the very next day, I got all of those exact bites, and all of them came off, and that was frustrating, but that's just fishing.
A great event, whatever way you look at it. You're going to load our Yeti hot seat. But I got to ask you, because that bait did be a major player, not just for you, for many anglers. And probably this is, in Elite Series history, we might have seen more glide baits on Bass Live than we've ever seen in an event. Why was that event so key? Why was that bait so key for so many anglers this time around?
It just set up perfect where it held them just right before they go to spawn. When they just pull up, that's the time when the glide bait works. These fish eat big gizzard shad. They like big baits. And that thing when they get up about to be on a bed or they want to feed, they get aggressive. That gets in their zone and they don't like it. They see all the different baits, but when that gets in there and it glides, they get frustrated and they attack it. And it's just there's a lot to it. My setup this week is a Miller Rod Dream Freak. The guys at Dayton Boat Dock here, they stock Miller rods. So if you want to check out Miller Rod Dream Freak, it's custom built perfectly for how I throw my glide bait. Tranks 300 Shimano with a 5.8, so slow retrieve, 22 pound sunline, fluorocarbon straight through. And you saw I have like a snap clip, a swivel. I changed the hooks out. It's very custom done. And unfortunately that snap cost me on day 2. But also that's the reason why that glide bait works so well. And it's something that I have a ton of confidence in, and I just love fishing that technique. So I've had a phenomenal week. It's been frustrating knowing that I've had the win and fish on, but I can't be more grateful to be up here. It's so difficult to beat these guys. They're the best in the world, and just want to say a huge shout out to all of you guys, fans out there. This is my dream to be up here, and you guys are a huge part of it. All the team Jocumsen back home, Australia, the Aussies stay up all night and they watch, and what Bassmaster just does a phenomenal job of showing the live footage. And ever since I was a kid, fishing wasn't cool, and it was so difficult for me to show people what I saw. I just had such a passion for fishing, and especially tournament fishing, and for me to progress from there to go right through where fishing was unheard of, and then to make it and come to America and make it to the top 100 guys in the world and win at the highest level. It's just amazing for Bassmaster to be able to show everyone, this is how we fish, this is what we're doing. They can tune in and watch it. And I haven't seen my family since the end of 2019, so that's been a little bit rough, but it's been amazing because Bassmaster's been able to show the footage, and my mum and dad and everyone at home are all watching. So love you guys, and I look forward to coming home at the end of the year and seeing everyone.
Let's hear it for Carl Jocumsen. Don't go anywhere. Have a seat in our Yeti hot seat. Get you a refreshing beverage. There you go. Let's roll through our next angler. Over $1 million in Bassmaster earnings. This is his 19th Bassmaster Top 10. He's a 5-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier, a 2-time Bassmaster Elite Series champion from Aiken, South Carolina, the Tower of Power, Jason Williamson. Jay Willie weighed in one of our biggest bags of yesterday. 23 pounds and change, had 52 pounds and an ounce to start the day. 2 fish to add to that here today. 5 pounds, 15 ounces. He moves into third place with 58 pounds even. And all week long, we had angler after angler way up here, and they said, we need more sun, we need more sun. And now I feel like the anglers kind of wish it snowed and was windy today.
Well, yeah, it rained, it snowed, it sleeted. It's been really cold, but you know what? There's no place I'd rather be than right here at Lake Chickamauga. I had a pretty good day yesterday, obviously, but I wish I could go back. Say I went back to the creek. I caught them in, and they were gone, but they wasn't. You know, I seen several 7 to 8 pounders laying up on their docks just sunning. They wouldn't bite. So, just like to say special thanks to all my sponsors, my family. I got a great support system. Without those people, I wouldn't be here.
What baits were key for you this week, and what got you here?
You know, practice was brutal, and I think I had maybe 7 bites total in 3 days. So it was, I was kind of a train wreck going in. I didn't really see this coming. So to be here, I'm very thankful. But I just put a Buckeye Lures mop jig in my hand and flipped cover, you know, docks, wood, everything I come to. And, you know, the second day, I lost a good one there at the end of the day that would have really helped me. But other than that, I fished clean. Like I said, the jig is my confidence bait. I put it in my hand. I fished with it all 4 days. So that's what got me here.
Congrats on a great finish and a great season, sitting in 12th place in Progressive Bassmaster Angler of the Year points. And with that, we want to ask our next angler to roll through. No stranger to Championship Sundays. He qualified for the last Championship Sunday we had, weighed in 103 pounds and 1 ounce in that event. He's a former Bassmaster Open winner, a classic qualifier. He's an Elite Series champion, took that win last year in Lake Gunnersville by the second biggest win margin in Bassmaster Elite Series history. He is the Kuphall Rex, the one that feeds of the land. Get loud for Caleb Kuphall. Kuphall Rex, coined by Mark Zona. 54 pounds and 3 ounces. He's looking for 9 pounds, 2 ounces to load our Yeti hot seat. 10-10, moves into first place. 3 fish with 64 pounds, 13 ounces. And with that, we say goodbye to Carl Jocumsen. And we say hello to Caleb Kuphall, 64 pounds, 13 ounces. And man, today was by far the toughest day of competition for our entire field by the looks of things.
Yeah, it was tough out there today. I had some missed opportunities. That's going to kind of be my deal today. I had one late today. I caught my biggest fish with probably 10 minutes to go today, and with 6 minutes to go, I lost probably 3.5 pounder. I know that's going to hurt me bad, but just a couple of trees that I found in practice. You know, flipping a jig on them, and you know, it is what it is. Though I mean, that's fishing. You know, you hook some, you lose some.
You had an incredible tournament under tough conditions, and it seemed like the sun came out where everyone was hoping for sun all week long, and it made it a lot worse. Was it just high pressure?
I for sure was. I thought today, I mean, I had a really good day of practice with high skies and no wind. And, you know, today with those same conditions, I thought, the first day of the tournament too, you know, I caught 20 pounds pretty much. It was windy, but, you know, we had the high skies again. But, you know, today I thought it would really change things around and, you know, make them easier to, you know, to target. You know, I've just been fishing docks all week with a jig pretty much. So, but yeah, I mean, it's, you know, it is what it is.
2 top 10s in a row. Got to be happy with the way this season is kicked off.
Yeah, for sure. Wow, what a year so far. You know, I had one kind
kind of a downer of a tournament at Harris Chain, but came back strong. I'm super happy here. God has blessed me so much the last 2 weeks here. It's been just phenomenal. I want to thank all my sponsors. Thanks to all my friends and family back home for they're all watching. They love watching live and cheering me on, and just really appreciate it. And we'll get them at the next one.
Well, great event. You're not going anywhere. We're going to load our Yeti hot seat. Let's hear it for him, ladies and gentlemen. And let's roll through our next angler. Now for something totally different, ladies and gentlemen. He is a 3-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier. 3 Bassmaster Top 10s. A Bassmaster Open winner. Get loud, ladies and gentlemen. A man more slick than an ugly stick. Matt Robertson. Matt Robertson had 54 pounds and 11 ounces. Came in today with 54.11, looking for 10 pounds, 3 ounces to take the Yeti hot seat away from Caleb Kuphall. 11 pounds, 6 ounces, and Matt Robertson is your brand new leader. With that, we say goodbye to Caleb Kuphall, and we say hello to Matt Robertson. Unfortunately, one short of his limit here today. 4 fish for 11 pounds, 6 ounces, but on an incredibly tough day by the looks of things. That one, Phoenix Boats Big Bass, 5 pounds, 2 ounces. Not going to take that away from Clifford Pirch, who's leading right now with a 5-4. And, man, this tournament, just when we start to think, okay, now we know what's going to happen, it throws us another monkey wrench. This is the only thing guaranteed at the Guaranteed Rate Bassmaster Elite is that it's not going to be the same 2 days in a row.
Yeah, let me tell you something. Everybody's hoping for the sun and no wind. I knew what was going to happen. I've been on this fishery before, and whenever it gets calm and slick, it sucks. And, there ain't nothing else to it, man. This place is pressured, and the only thing to equalize the pressure is the weather, and you need crappy weather to catch those big fish. And, yeah, man, I had a great time this week. Went out there and did my thing, fished offshore the majority of the time, and threw a big swim bait whenever I went to the bank. And, man, this is honestly probably one of the premier swim bait lakes in the country right now. And you ain't going to catch many, but they're going to be big, and it was a blast. I'll be honest with you, before this tournament, I thought I might have to go back to pressure washing. And it was a pretty rough year. And then they put out that pressure washing video of me destroying everything. I thought, hell, who's going to hire me now?
Well, it's a good thing you remembered how to catch them again. What did you do? You were very vocal after the first 3 events that, man, we got a few weeks off, and I need to spend some time and get ready because I got to turn this around. What did you do in those few weeks off to change things?
Man, I was in, I guess, like a slump. In the past, I'd fish more in between tournaments and in the off season, and man, I just had some little stuff going wrong, and I don't know what it was, a little funk in me, but I just went home and I went fishing every day and worked that crap out, and it's working so far. So I guess, well, I would say I'm going to fish every day, but Seth and the boys waiting for me to go kill some turkeys out in Nashville, so I got to go kill. Ain't no game wardens around. I'm going to kill a lot of turkeys. But a lot of them. And so, yeah, we got to take care of business with the turkeys, and then we'll do some more fishing.
Looking forward to seeing you all season long. Don't go anywhere. Yep, don't go anywhere. You got to load the Yeti hot seat. All right, let's roll through our next angler. He's a Bassmaster Classic qualifier, qualified for that Bassmaster Classic through the Strike King College Bass program. He's a Strike King College Bass champion, represented Bryant College in that Bassmaster Classic, fishing his rookie season on the Bassmaster Elite Series, making his very first Championship Sunday appearance from Tennessee. Get loud for Jacob Phelps. Jacob Phelps at 55 pounds, 13 ounces as of this morning. Looking for 10 pounds, 5 ounces. He's got 5 fish. 11 pounds and 9 ounces. And just like that, Jacob Phelps is your brand new leader. We say goodbye to Matt Robertson and we say hello to our brand new leader, Jacob Phelps. 67 pounds and 6 ounces. And Jacob, to make your first top 10 on the Elite Series, I mean, your career has been incredible, really, to qualify for the Classic, then to go through the gauntlet that is the Bassmaster Opens, qualify to be here in the Elite Series, and only in your 4th event, you make your top 10, and you make it in the town that you learned a lot about this sport, obviously, at college.
Yeah, it's super special. Dayton holds a special place in my heart. You know, I went to college right up there on the hill, and I've spent hundreds and hundreds of hours out here on this place. And you know, come out here and have my first Elite Series top 10 on my home lake. It's definitely special. You know, I left it all out there. It got super tough today. I'm lucky to have caught what I did, and you know, I'm thankful for the way it worked out.
These conditions going into today, Matt said, hey, man, when it slicks out here, he had expected it to be tough. Was that your thinking going into today as well?
Yeah, I knew it was going to be tough. It's always tough out here when it gets sunny and slick, and especially on the tail end of a cold front. It's just going to be a tough tournament. You know, it's these floor strain bass. They don't like the cold none. I don't either, so I don't blame them any.
What were the key baits that got it done for you this week?
Yeah, I had 2 main baits all week. I was throwing a half ounce accent river special spinnerbait. Chartreuse and white was the color, and I was also throwing a half ounce jackhammer and spot remover fishing up the Hiwassee River. That's my home. That's where I spend all my time. It suits my style well. I love fishing shallow wood, love fishing shallow, and it worked out awesome.
Great event, and you're not going to go anywhere. You're going to load our Yeti hot seat. It's been very hot today. People haven't sat on it for very long at all, so get comfortable because this next one's a very, very scary critter. Fishing his 29th Bassmaster Top 10, a 10-time FLW Tour winner, a 7-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier, a 7-time Bassmaster winner, your reigning and defending Bassmaster Classic champion from Park Hill, Oklahoma, one of the most feared names in professional bass fishing, Jason Christie. Started the day with 57 pounds and 11 ounces, digging deep in that Express Yamaha. As 57 pounds, 11 ounces to start the day. He's got 5 fish, looking for 9 pounds, 12 ounces. Needs 9 pounds, 12 ounces, 5 all alive. 15 pounds, 12 ounces. 15-12 with 73-7. We say goodbye to Jacob Phelps, and we say hello to the Bassmaster Classic champion that is now leading here on the Bassmaster Elite Series at the guaranteed rate. Bassmaster Elite at Chickamauga Lake in beautiful Dayton, Tennessee. And wow, Jason Christie, 73 pounds, 7 ounces, our biggest bag of the day so far. And, man, being a fan of you is an emotional roller coaster. You came from the Bassmaster Classic where, you know, everybody saw what happened there. It was incredible. And then you went to what I think has to be your worst Elite Series finish ever. And, dude, you were 2 anglers away from winning another one of these bad boys.
That's pretty cool. You know, after the Classic, going to Santee, I was just, you know, there's a lot of things that we have to do. And no excuses. I should have caught them, but I didn't. You know, today was a lot tougher than I thought it was going to be. You know, no matter how this turns out, you know, I was running up the Hiwassee this morning. I went through one fog bank, and I got through and started running, and I had an idea where I wanted to start, and I hit another one, and I seen a boat wave, and I didn't know. I knew there wasn't one of our guys ahead of me. So I pulled over on a place that I haven't even fished. 3 or 4 years ago, I fished an event there. So I knew the banking it set up right. And I'm telling you, just in a few minutes, you know, I caught 2. And I thought, here we go. You know, I need 20 to win. But, I got those bites, and then the rest of the day, I caught a lot of fish, a lot of keepers. They're just all the same size. This week has been crazy. The first day, I weighed everything off of boat docks, and then the second day, I caught them off stumps, and then yesterday, just to get here with like a few minutes left, I'm in the back of a creek. I make a long cast and catch a 6-pounder. Yesterday I caught a lot of them on rock, and today, everything that I wake just come on shallow rock. Just winding the bait. To catch that 6-pounder in the last few minutes, when I won the Classic, I culled in the last few minutes. There's a lot of time. There's guys here that follow me today, and they're like, dude, you don't believe in idling, and I really don't. If I can run in and shut down, it's all about getting out. If I have 1.5, that Yamaha and Express will get me up, and it saved me 30, 45 minutes each day fishing, and that's a big difference right there. But, just being able to cover more water. So I don't know how it's going to shake out, but no matter what, it's been a great event. I did not lose a fish again all week that I think is going to matter. So great week and a great crowd. You guys, thanks for showing up.
Before you load the hot seat here, I got to ask you, what did you come into this tournament with a different outlook on things? What happened from last tournament to this tournament? Obviously, I got to imagine the last one was kind of motivational for you.
Yeah, coming off the Classic, there's a high that nobody can explain. I was up there in the clouds. I didn't, and then to go into Santee, it was just, I got on the low there. I thought I had the right deal going, and I didn't, and I got behind the 8 ball and didn't work out. And then coming to this event, and the rest of the events, that's the way I kind of fish. If you guys follow my career, you'll see high finishes, and then you'll see a bomb. I fish every event to win. That's just the way it is. And, the rest of the year, no matter how this one shakes out, I'll fish to win.
Jason Christie fishing to win is a scary, scary cat. Load our Yeti hot seat. And let's roll through our next angler. Making his very first Bassmaster Elite Series Championship Sunday appearance. He is a 3-time Angler of the Year in Japan, a 2-time Japanese Classic champion, a Bassmaster Open winner, a Bassmaster Classic qualifier. From Japan, Daisuke Aoki. Daisuke has an incredibly consistent week here this week. Been inside the top 3 most of the week. Went out in second place here this morning. Had 57 pounds and 14 ounces. $57.14, and Daisuke looking for 15 pounds and 10 ounces. 6 pounds and an ounce gives him 63 pounds, 15 ounces. He moves into 5th place, making his first Championship Sunday appearance, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hear it for Daisuke Aoki. Daisuke, unfortunately, not going to win this one, but your first Championship Sunday, you have to be proud and happy with your performance.
Yes, I'm happy. But today is very tough day. My spot need wind, but all day no wind. Every day, all days search, come back my spot, but no wind, move, come back, no wind. Very tired.
What lures did you use? What baits did you use to catch the fish this week?
Day one is my company base, Bilora 4.8-inch sight fishing, and Yamamoto 4-inch Senko jig head wacky style, all spawning area. And day one is offshore spot. Spawning spot and offshore, very good, double. But day 2, spawning area and offshore, so-so. Day 3 is spawning area, no good. But offshore, good. today's offshore, no good. But 4-day, very exciting. Thank you, Chickamauga Lake, and everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, and congratulations on a great finish. Jason Christie, you are one angler away from winning your 8th Bassmaster event.
Yeah, and I kind of regret what I said this morning, that, you asked if I wanted to hurt his feelings. I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. Brock's young. He's going to get his wins if he doesn't get it today. But, I got to pay some bills at home, you know what I mean? So we all got bills.
Everybody's got bills, and everybody wants to win. Let's roll through our final angler. He went out with the lead on day number 3. He's a 3-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier. 4 times he has been an Elite Series bridesmaid, fishing his 14th Bassmaster Top 10 from Mississippi. Get loud for Brock Mosley. Brock Mosley came into today with 58 pounds and an ounce. Brock Mosley, 58 pounds and an ounce to start the day. Let's get our 2 anglers side by side. We're about to make a decision here and find out who our champion is. Side by side at 58 pounds and an ounce. Looking for 15.7. 5 fish all alive. 11 pounds, 14 ounces for the second time in 2022. Christie crushes the competition and becomes an 8-time Bassmaster winner. The guaranteed rate Bassmaster Elite at Lake Chickamauga, and Jason Christie, you just won your 8th Bassmaster event, the second one of 2022. What is going through your mind?
It's every one of them is so special, and this one, to come back after the Classic and do it in the Classic, and then I've never won an event in Tennessee. So this means a lot to win on a lake like Chickamauga in front of all these people and doing it the way I want to do. One thing I forgot to say, I don't even know these guys said the name of the creek. I was in the back of some creek I ended up in that had stumps. Water come up, it got dirty, and the second day I literally 2-foot stumps. I caught everything, not everything, 4 of the 5 on Panoptics live scope. So it's just been a crazy week. When you don't lose a fish, and you catch 6-pounders with minutes left to go, dude. There's just something going on right now. I don't know what it is.
Something going on, and it's winning. Let's make it official, ladies and gentlemen. I'll bring Lisa Talmadge back out to do the handoff. He knows what follows that. For the second time in 2022, King Kong Christie crushes the competition. Jason Christie, a Bassmaster Elite Series champion, number 8, and it feels great. Your guaranteed rate, Bassmaster Elite at Lake Chickamauga, belongs to Jason Christie. Jason going to be joined on the stage by his fiancée, Shanna. Let's hear it for them, ladies and gentlemen. Team Christie. Team Christie is having an incredible year, and man, what do you got to say?
They're just like in bass fishing, whenever you get the ball rolling, you just make good decisions. You don't worry about what anybody else is doing on the water. You don't worry about, I pulled in a couple places today, there was locals fishing. You don't worry about that. You get in behind them, you put your nose down, and you grind. And it just, momentum in this sport, it's all, 90% of fishing is right here. And when you get right up here, you don't worry about anything else. Good things can happen.
Good things happening, and they're happening all the time. Congratulations. How does this feel?
It's just wild. You come off the high, like you said, at the Classic, and then going to Santee, and it was kind of like we got knocked back down to reality. But wild. It's wild.
It's an amazing, amazing story. Big bass, big stage, big dreams. And there is your champion. The fourth Bassmaster Elite Series event of the season belongs to Team Christie. For the second time in 2022, Christie crushes the competition and becomes an 8-time Bassmaster winner. We started with 94, cut it down to 47, and now there is one. That one is the fourth Elite Series champion of the season. For the second time in 2022, Christie crunches the competition, becoming an 8-time Bassmaster winner. The guaranteed rate of Bassmaster Elite at Chickamauga Lake belongs to Jason Christie. And on behalf of our entire team here at Bass, we want to thank each and every one of you for coming out here this week. You guys bundled up the first 3 days, and finally the sun came out, and we can't wait to come back here to Chickamauga. An incredible body of water. No matter what the conditions, it always delivers, and so do you. Thank you, Fish Dayton, and we'll see you soon. The next stop on the Bassmaster Elite Series, legendary Lake Fork, and we'll see you there.